All right, Texas Butler. Here we go. Number 5 versus number 12. Texas and Butler. Longhorns versus the Bulldogs. And how about this for a 5 versus 12 matchup? You don't often see the records being as close as they are in this one, but they are. And Butler with that number 5 seed may not have an easy path through this first round matchup. And taking a look at the players to watch, Jones and Tucker. That's right, we're doing a battle in the paint, battle of the bigs, the two centers. And Josh Jones, double-double this year, and he gets 5 offensive rebounds per game. On the other side, Tucker, also a double-double guy. But Joshua Jones, that's a guy that just passes the eyeball test. Looks like he can play defensive end or tight end on the Texas football team. And here we go. Ball is up in the air, and we are underway, and tip controlled by the Bulldogs. Butler, of course, plenty of experience. Not that Texas doesn't have it. But Butler, the expectation is always that they will do well in the first round, advance to the Sweet 16. In fact, if they don't advance to the Sweet 16, consider it a failure for them. Here we go, the battle of the bigs. Jones and Tucker. And how about that move by Tucker? And he's the first to get on the scoreboard. A little pressure showed by Butler and passed right out of it. How about Jones showing that he's got a little ball handling skills as he helps to get the Longhorns out of that press. Jump shot is up and good by Fevers. We're all tied at 2 apiece. Again, normally a 5 versus 12, it would be an expectation that the 5 seed would dominate. But you take a look at the records, both these teams, 30 or more wins on the season coming in here, and expecting more of a closer matchup. Ball moving around the outside, down to the corner, now down inside, and taking advantage right now, going right at Mike Jones that time, the other big man. Pressure proves effective as they don't get the steal, but they do get the backcourt, so Texas turns the ball over, and Butler capitalizes on an early mistake by Texas. Ball comes in up top. Butler will set up their half-court offense. McDermott running things. Now down low. Tucker, the turnaround jumper, and it's good. So Tucker with a couple of buckets early on in this one. That full court pressure with the trap right there at the timeline, proven to be effective, at least so far. A little give and go between a couple of the Longhorns. Ball in the corner, almost looked like he stepped out of bounds. And they'll call Fevers for the foul. So the Longhorns with some early miscues, allowing Butler to gain some confidence here. Not as if they lacked any confidence coming into this one. And now Texas returns a little defensive pressure. Wide open for the 3, but won't take it. Ball back out to the top. And now Tucker with a bad pass, and Texas with an opportunity to try to cut into this early 4-point lead by Butler. Ramley down low. Nice move inside. Great use of the body by Ramey. And he gets the bucket. 4-6 is the score. A little baseline move, but lost the handle going down low. That was McDermott trying to drive that baseline and maybe find one of his big men. So the ball inbounded. Now it's Knives with the ball. Now it's back out top as Butler will try to figure in their offense. Golden passes the ball back over to Nyes. Long three ball off the side of the rim. Rebounded that time by Joshua Jones, the big man. You can expect him to collect a few rebounds in this one. Both of these teams, when you looked at the keys, is the turnover right there. One of the keys was to take good care of the basketball, and both teams with some turnover problems early in this game, but Texas with several critical turnovers. The ball handled up top by Baldwin. Now over to Tucker. Tucker will drive and then dish it off, but Butler cannot convert. Still a 2-point game. Ball handled by Coleman. Now to the corner, looking for the three, maybe a drive, looking for a pick. Doesn't get one. And now, a little post action going on, taking his time. Now a fadeaway, all that for that shot. I don't know if the coach is happy with that. Ramey with a poor shot selection as he misses on the 12-footer. Baldwin taking things up top. Ball was knocked away, but right back into his own hands. So no worse for the wear. Almost stolen again. Golden with a drive. Kicks it out to the corner, now inside. And Tucker has been on fire. He's got 6 early points, 6 of the 8 points for Butler scored by Tucker. Ball whipping around the outside for Texas as they are looking down low, trying to find Jones. Can't get him free. Double team every time Jones is in the paint. Long ball. And Fevers is off the mark. And here comes Butler. Down low to Tucker, kicking it back out top. This time Butler patient, looking for the good position for Tucker down low. Nice pick by Tucker to free up a cutter, and ball goes in and out. Nice offense, but can't finish for Butler on that play. Under 4 minutes to play. Down low, the ball goes to Jones, but Joshua Jones cannot convert. Had good position underneath, and Aaron Andrews reporting about Joshua Jones and possible injuries. He was nursing an ankle injury that took place in the conference tournament. Not sure if that is having an effect on him in this game here tonight. Ball goes down low to Tucker. Tucker in the paint, kicks it back out. One-handed runner, just off the mark. Now Texas will bring the ball up, and got to feel pretty good about the way that they played so far to only be down by 4. Nice drive that time. Mack. Check that. It was Fevers on the drive, and Fevers able to connect. 2-point game. So in spite of the fact that Texas hasn't played fantastic so far here, taking advantage of a miscue by Butler. Getting in the passing lanes, and a careless pass by Butler. And Texas with an opportunity to tie things up here. Ball goes back out to Coleman. Now over to the side of Freebus. All the way around to the other side to Mike Jones. Mike Jones cannot put the ball in the basket. Under 3 minutes to play, 2.5 to go in the first half of this game. Ball movement from side to side, and Circus shot inside, does not fall. And Texas, again with a chance to tie or take the lead. Tucker up high looking for the screen, and now looking for position down low. Got it. Let's see if he'll... Nice fadeaway shot. Got to be able to make that if you want to get to the next level. Got to show a little bit of range, especially inside 10 feet if you're Mike Jones. Oh, steal, knocked out of bounds. Taking a look at the early statistics, neither team shooting the ball very well, but the turnovers are a key as well, and almost a wash between these two. A couple of late substitutions in the first half of this one. Under 2 minutes to play. Up top, Mack. He'll get it to the side. See if they'll try to get it down low. And the shot clock running down. He's got to get a shot away. Just barely got it away. We'll see if they count it or not. I think a shot clock violation. So a nice job defensively by Texas. And one more time, an opportunity to tie or take the lead. That would be something if they could play as really average, not I don't want to say poorly, but as average as they played in the first half and be able to go into the locker room with the lead at halftime. That would be something. So the Longhorns trying to move the ball around. Again, substitutions coming in. Turnaround fadeaway off the side of the backboard. Not the shot they wanted, I'm pretty sure. Feel pretty confident about that right now. And out in the corner, as Butler now tries to get something going. Tucker the turnaround, and that's what he does. Great position, and Tucker has that sixth sense. He knows where he is on the floor. Doesn't have to look at the basket, can see the paint and understand by the lines where he is. Now Butler with a chance. Oh my goodness, all the way to the rack. Uncontested for the dunk. And Texas was just in a position moments ago where they could have taken the lead in this game, and they end up now down by 6, but a late conversion from the three-point line. It'll be a long two, and it's a 4-point game. Texas, one more chance. Can they knock down a shot before the buzzer? And they do. And how about that? They went down by 6 and went on a run right before halftime, and it's a 1-point game. 11-12 is the halftime score. Taking a look at some of the keys to the game and how each team has done and the statistics. Nobody has an offensive rebound. We talked about Joshua Jones and his knack for getting the offensive rebound putbacks, and have not seen that from Joshua Jones in this game here tonight. Second half underway. 10 minutes of basketball to see who will advance to the round of 32. Quick shot inside. Great catch and shoot that time. And that time Jones showing that he's got a little game. Tucker now will hand the ball off to Baldwin. Baldwin back up top as Butler will try to get their offense set for the second half. Baldwin goes baseline, stepped out of bounds. They'll say he was fouled. So really, on that play, what ends up happening is Texas bailing out Baldwin and Butler on that possession. Butler always disciplined from the line as a team. Collectively 83%. And you can't do that unless your big guys, Nyes and Tucker, are knocking down free throws. You always expect that from your guards, and you're shooting forward. That ball deflected, but good hands that time. And Texas, almost a transition in a half-court set. And they get the bucket. And Texas takes the lead. Butler has to maintain their composure. Not a big deal to be down by 1, but you can't let Texas go on a run, and that's exactly how the Longhorns ended the first half of this game. Down by 6, and they cut it to 1 going into the locker room, and now they have a 1-point lead over the 5th seed, Butler. Shot clock running down, fade, and just off, and there's the offensive rebounds that we were talking about. And Butler back into that half-court press, or excuse me, full-court press. Good trap right there. And just in time, getting across the timeline. Now Ramey will kick it out to the top. Nice drive, good penetration, and a 6-foot jump shot connects. Still a 1-point lead for Texas, so they're able to answer Butler's bucket. And they start to grow maybe a little in their confidence. 5 versus 12. Ball goes out, back inside, and trying to reestablish that post position. But how about Tucker? Just let him go to the rack, and he gets fouled on the way in by Joshua Jones. It's not often in college basketball that you get a chance to feature 2 of the best bigs in college hoops. We get that opportunity in this one between Joshua Jones and Tucker. Tucker at the line. Big first half for the big man from Butler. Talked about Butler's free throw percentage as a team. Well above 80%. Helps when your big man Tucker is so good at the charity stripe. And here comes the pressure from Butler. And they will pass out over to Jones and across the timeline. Down to the corner. Joshua Jones, then back over to Ramey, around to the other side. Now to Jones. And Jones, how about that? Jones with a little fade and fill. Gets the bucket plus damage insurance. We'll see if he can collect at the line. A very pro-Gonzaga crowd here at the Georgia Dome for this first-round matchup. And Jones connects on the free throw. It's a 2-point lead now for the Longhorns. And now Texas with a little pressure. And how about that? The Texas pressure pays off, and a turnover, ball back in the hands of the Longhorns, who would be smelling our first big upset of the first round. And Coleman goes to the bucket and falls to the floor. We'll call him for the offensive foul. A little sloppy pressure, no trap happening on this press from Texas. It's almost as if Mike Jones doesn't know where he's going right now. Finally finds his position and try to get in the proper defensive set here. That time, Mike Jones with a nice contest and rebound out to Texas. An opportunity to build on their 2-point lead over the 5th-seeded Butler Bulldogs. Ball almost stolen away that time, and Jones over to Febres, and Febres now to the top of the key. And how about that circus shot? Left-handed, kind of a scoop. Butler with the rebound. They'll bring it back the other way. Take a look at the shooting percentage. And Texas, 56%. And for the Bulldogs, they would like to improve on their shooting percentage. And helps when you get drives like that and high percentage shots. And if you get fouled on the way to the line. And now Butler with another opportunity. Baldwin will shoot 2 shots. Chance to tie this game back up. First one is good. Baldwin looking for that second free throw opportunity. He connects, and we are all tied at 20 apiece. And here comes the pressure. Over to Jones, trying to pass out of the press, and they do once again. Now Texas will try to set up their half-court offense. Look at the trap. 3 men out there on the sideline trying to get the ball away or turn the ball over. Ball down, good post position for Jones, but he gets the ball knocked away. And Mike Jones gets the ball knocked away, but Texas maintains possession, but short shot clock, bad shot selection. And now Butler, possibly with their confidence back, they would love to be able to go on a nice little run here and shut up the Longhorn fans, there are a few, not many, but a few, and long three-pointer. That'll help the confidence a little bit. Now Texas getting through the press and looking for some offense. Looks like the Longhorns are saying, hey, if they can do that turn around and throw up a prayer and make it, maybe we can too. Well, maybe not. Turnover. Great steal by Texas. See if they can convert and get some points off turnovers here. Mike Jones up top. He sends it to the side. And that shot off the mark, but gets rewarded with the trip to the charity stripe. And Jace Fevers, great size at that small forward position for Fevers. You'd think that certainly for Texas, with all that size, Fevers, Mike Jones, Joshua Jones, they'd have a significant advantage in the paint, but they have had a hard time, speaking of the Longhorns, getting that ball in good post position and giving their guys opportunities for high percentage shots. The trap by Texas, and they'll get it to Tucker. Tucker will help get the ball across the timeline. Now he'll handle and get it back down low to the corner, back out to Tucker, now up top. McDermott will run things. Off to Nyes. Nyes back out to the top. Now over to McDermott, back out top to Golden. You've got to be able to make shots like that. That is out of character for Tucker, who's the leading scorer in this game. Butler with the lead and with the turnover and the transition, and wow, that one all the way around the rim. Felt like twice, maybe 1.5 times, but would not fall. Jones over to Fevers, and Fevers, there's taking advantage of the size difference down low. And first half, 0 offensive rebounds, and both teams able to crash the offensive boards now. Was surprised Tucker didn't take the shot there. He had good position in the paint. Texas doing a nice job keeping guys on the perimeter. They'd love to find Tucker with good post position or knock down a three-point shot. And they do that. Butler with a 2-point lead with under 3 minutes to go in this one. Butler, good defense. And they pick up another turnover and get that headed down the other way. After the steal, can they convert, get points off turnovers? And with the player standing up on the bench, it almost looked like they had 6 guys on the floor. Nice turnaround shot. Connect for Nyes, and Nyes with an important bucket. And the pressure continues here for Butler. And Butler forces another turnover. And that press has been pretty effective. Baldwin gets it out top. Golden. And now a little careless with the ball is Butler, and they turn the ball over. Behind the back. Dribble up front is Coleman. Trying to get the ball into the post area, and now a turnover for Texas. A lot of carelessness as Tucker is in the paint, and this is why Tucker has a great opportunity at the next level. His ability to just sense his spot on the floor and then shoot with confidence. And now Mike Jones trying to work things in the paint. He'll pass it back outside, out to the top. 15 seconds on the shot clock, out to the corner, and that's McDermott. Mack on the attack. And he would kick it back out top again. And Texas able to get an offensive rebound and a bucket. It's a 4-point game with under a minute to play. Butler trying to hang on in what has been a closely contested 5 versus 12 matchup. McDermott, nice pass underneath, but the bucket will not fall. Nyes is off and a timeout on the floor. It's been interesting to watch, Texas kind of up and down throughout the course of this game. First half, as we mentioned, no offensive rebounds by either team. And in this second half, both favors Mike Jones and Joshua Jones all crashing the boards, as Aaron Andrews had remarked that both coaches talked to their teams at halftime about the importance of that offensive rebound. On the defensive side, talking about great job boxing out in the first half. Something happened here in the second half. Turnover by Texas. Foul by Jones to stop play. 33 seconds left to go. We've seen this in several of the games so far here in the first round, trying to get to that penalty. So Texas will continue to foul until they can get the one-on-one on the line. That's a beautiful thing about college basketball, is how important that one-on-one can be, one-on-one, that front end. But Butler's so good from the free throw line, you would expect Nyes to make this one, but sure enough, he's off. And Texas with the rebound, Joshua Jones cleaning the glass. So some life for the Longhorns in this one. Texas over the last couple of years have struggled really to get out of the first round. We've been given some information that Texas alum Kevin Durant is in the house, along with Gordon Hayward for Butler. So a couple of celebs in the building here at the Georgia Dome. NBA players love their college teams, and they're to cheer them on. 3 seconds in the paint has got to be. No, it's a foul instead. And Tucker cannot believe it. And so Texas gets to go to the line, and they get an opportunity to put points on the board with the clock at a standstill. And Coleman connects on the first shot. I could have sworn that Joshua Jones was camped out in the paint. He looked like he was there for a picnic. I thought for sure there would be a 3-second call, but the officials saw it differently. And now the foul game, they'll put Golden on the line for Butler now. Shooting 1-and-1. And the front end is good. See if Butler can connect on this second free throw, and no, it's off. So a couple of times when Texas has tried the foul game, they've come away with some advantage. First time around, Nyes missed the front end. And then that time around, Golden missing the second shot. So potential of 4 points could have been scored by Butler. They come away with just one. Advantage Texas, but the Longhorns have the clock working against them, and a little pressure as well. As the 12 seed coming in, what an upset this would be, and a huge boost for this program to advance to the second round. And just getting to the tournament always helpful in the recruiting world, but the farther you advance, the better. Butler, one of those teams that has just been able to develop a program and a reputation. And not a huge school, certainly in comparison to a school or an institution like Texas, but able to recruit because of their success. Of course, Brad Stevens over the years with that program. Now with the Celtics along with Gordon Hayward. The foul game continues, and now Golden with an opportunity possibly to redeem himself. Maybe some freshman nerves for the point guard from Butler. Knocks down the front end. And Goldman is 2 for 2 on that trip to the stripe, and Texas will take another timeout. I've got to say, I've been extremely disappointed with the mascot exhibition in this game. I always look forward to some of the mascot battles, especially when we got so many timeouts down the stretch. I haven't had an opportunity to see mascots from either the Longhorns or from Butler. I take that back. We may have seen the Bulldog. I'm getting a report right now that Aaron Andrews says that the Texas Longhorn mascot has a meniscus issue, and that's why we have not seen him. And the Butler Bulldog didn't want to hog the attention, so has not been taking too much time out there on the court. Just a reminder, Ghostcast. Go to ghostcast.com, download the app, and be a part of the action. We're looking for all kinds of voices to call games. If you're the next play-by-play superstar, next Kevin Harlan, or next Jim Nance, or Joe Buck, or you're just out there to have a good time, entertain, call a game with your friends. Download the app, Ghostcast. Be a part of the action, be a part of the fun. And that time the ball inbounded quickly, and they'll send McDermott to the line. Bring me that time with the foul. Check that it was Golden that goes to the line again. Golden off double bonus. He gets 2 shots regardless. That one wasn't even close for Butler. Again, maybe some freshman nerves for the point guard. And now Butler's got a 6-point lead, and what would be considered sure, I'm going to say it. It's an insurmountable lead for Butler at this point. And just an opportunity for a few extra minutes for the Longhorns to enjoy the experience of the NCAA tournament, which, without a question, is quite an experience. With such a large field, you think, wow, there's so many players and so many teams that get a chance to go to the NCAA tournament with a field of 65 or a field of 67. You trim it down, and when you look at it, really, what you're dealing with is the number of teams that are playing college basketball. Teams that are schools, institutions that don't have a football program, but they have a basketball program. So, say what you will, there's enough basketball talent and basketball institutions out there that, well, you can have more than one tournament. In fact, you have 3. Oh, how about that? And the Longhorns with a long bucket to close things out, but the Bulldogs advance. Almost to be expected as the number 5 Bulldogs come in and add to their winning record, and 31 and counting, now 32. Are they poised to get to another Final Four and championship game? We'll see. They had their work cut out for them against the number 12 seed here, but Butler advances here on Ghostcast of the NCAA tournament.